Welcome back to what possibly could be the season finale if we are automatically promoted. We have absolutely bottled our big point gap. We now, with 5 games left to go, are only 3 points ahead of Bournemouth. Our league title adventures are all but over, considering we are now 7 points behind Fulham. So it's looking like they will get the job done. The good thing is we can only really get into third. That's a bare minimum, so we can play West Brom, Watford, even Middlesbrough as well. But right now we are second. We are getting automatically promoted. We do only have 5 games left in the season against Bristol, Middlesbrough, Reading, Swansea, and Preston. So not Preston, I think that was Peterborough. Not that hard of a schedule to end the season off here. We will go ahead and either play or simulate through all 5 games. As far as board objectives, we are 46 out of 50 for Hoffman, so he only needs 4 more goal contributions. I went ahead and lowered Fagan's thing back down from 42 to 35. He's at 32 at the moment. We are out of 24 home game losses, so we are good there. Actually, we might be more, to be honest, but we can't get more than 12, so it doesn't matter. We have only scored 2 players off the bench that have scored. We have 100 out of what now is 100. I was going to do 125, but with no competitions, that is quite literally impossible. So 100 out of 100, so we have completed that. We are really only looking to focus on 2 more objectives, the Hoffman and Fagan one. The off the bench one, I'm not getting 8 goals in 5 games off the bench. It's just not going to happen. I will include simulations this episode though, just in case. And we are going to kick this game off with a simulation away from home against Bristol City Rovers. Moyano scores to make it 1-0, 16 minutes in. Hoffman scores to make it 2-0. Wilson scores one back for Bristol City. And Pinto, the substitute for Hoffman, comes on and scores to restore that 2-goal lead. And Pinto gets a brace. 4-1 to end the game here. A massive win, which I thought was actually going to bottle it and tie again, but we do not. And Pinto gets a brace off the bench. He might be our new main striker. Who knows what happens next season with Hoffman. Simulating a game next up against Middlesbrough. We might end up playing the last 3 games of the season here at home though. Let's see what the boys can do. Hoffman on a score sheet, 1-0 for the main man. Hoffman, he's up there. Moyano, he scores as well. It's 2-0. Hoffman gets on the score sheet as well. 3-0 going to the second half. They get one back. It's 3-1. A 3-1 win here at home against Middlesbrough. Bournemouth, please lose. Bournemouth, please lose or drop points. I don't want to have to suffer anymore. Bournemouth, please. They did. No, they didn't. They didn't play yet. Bournemouth played an extra game and they drew. We're 2 points ahead of them. We win our game in hand. We go 5 points ahead of them. That will put us as automatic promoters. We win this game as well. We are 2 points behind Fulham. So if Fulham drop another game or 2, we might actually win the league. It's still possible. It is still possible. And we are going to kick it off here with Hoffman, with our main men, with our full strength team. Let's get into it. Let's wrap up the season here. 3 games left to go. It's looking like we are more than getting automatically promoted. Hoffman, top goal scorer of the league for what seems like the 4th or 5th season running, are currently on 40 points. I think I've lost my last 2 games I've played fully. We're down 1-0 early. We are down 1-0 early. Ziegler, Hoffman, Laird out wide, Laird in behind. Surely this has to be the equalizer. Laird on his left foot finds a back of net, and we're level here with Reading. Steele for the winner. And Henderson still grabs the winner here, and Wakefield go 4 points clear off of Bournemouth, and we might be automatically promoted with that win right here.
Once they win the ball back, but he's still got so.
Abatamon, we might not be there yet. Evans, it's 2-2. We draw level. And it all comes crashing down, which was one step closer to possibly winning the Premier League, one step closer to being automatically promoted for sure. We crumble at the end, and they get a consolation, not a consolation goal, they get an equalizer at the end of the game. We might actually have a chance here, steal. No, we don't. We lose the ball. That's game over. A 2-2 draw against Reading. And that Bournemouth draw that happened with them is non-consequential for them. Fulham lost their game. We have a game in hand. We could be 1 point behind them on the final game day. Bournemouth drew again. Bournemouth are bottling it at the moment. So are we. We win this game. We go 5 points clear off of them, in which we will be automatically promoted back into the Premier League. However, we will also be 1 point behind Fulham, in which we go to final game day and see whether or not we win the league or we just get automatically promoted in that second position. We have Swansea City up next. I'm going to play a somewhat different team because we do have that final game day only days after. So we are going to have to rotate this a little bit heavily. Bring on players off the bench if need be. Let's see. We win this game, we are automatically promoted into the Premier League. And we're down 1-0 early.
Oh, and it goes. Not what they needed. And the hopes of winning promotion today appear unlikely.
Dejete. He gets in behind, gets past the defender. And we're down 1-0 early on here. Fisher. Blanco. Blanco equalizes here for Wakefield. It's 1-1. Fagan in for Hoffman. Hoffman on his left foot. Hoffman on his right foot. And Hoffman scores the winner. It's 2-1, and we are automatically promoted. We are automatically promoted into the Premier League. Cut right there. That cut to get on his right foot, blast into the back of the net. That's the goal to do it. That's the goal to confirm us into Premier League for next season. He blows his whistle, and we are Premier League bound. Wakefield win 2-1 against Swansea City. And there's still a possibility that we win the league. We play Preston City, who are on 59 points to end the season. Fulham. Who did Fulham play? Fulham play Sheffield United in 4th. That's actually incredible. That's actually good for us as well. They really can't move anywhere, so maybe not. Maybe they'll rest players for the playoffs. As far as the FA Cup, I just seen Crystal Palace against Manchester United. We lost to Crystal Palace in round 3. That's kind of insane. Let's end the season here. Let's end it with a bang away from home. We need 2 more goal contributions with Fagan to complete his objectives. But other than that, we have achieved every other one that we have. We also have 7 out of 10 on the bench. So we need 3 more goal contributions from bench players. We'll see what happens with that.
Not in their own hands.
Brewster, Percuna, and Oliveira linking up, clearing the ball. Now Hoffman.
Thanks as always, Alex.
Hoffman has nobody with him. Fagan was making a run, but he would have been offside by now. Hoffman turns out wide for Laird, out wide for Oliveira. Crossed in, Ziegler, Hoffman, a beautiful goal. And Wakefield are up 1-0.
No wonder they're celebrating.
Fagan now going down the right-hand side, and Fagan's is in behind. Keith Fagan on his left foot gets 1 goal, and it's 2-0 for Wakefield here. Corner comes in, Steele, first duty on the ball is to clear it. Miani, shot blocked by Fagan. Hoffman has a clear runway now, and Hoffman is in behind. And Hoffman, 3-0 for Wakefield. And as long as Fulham keeps struggling, we are championship champions.
To be denied the
Out
title.
wide
Well, it will
beautifully for
certainly be a big
Steele.
disappointment if they don't
Steele,
win the title.
he'll cut
They've
it
had
back on
such
his
a
right
good
foot.
season, but it's
In
not
for
over yet.
Fagan! 4-0 here against
They just
Preston.
can't keep them quiet.
And Fagan, his objective is done. And Steele gets an assist. That's 8 out of 10 now.
To confirm, Sheffield United
And
have
Preston
scored
United
in that
might
game.
get a consolation goal. They will. 4-1. But it's fine. They might. Story. No, they don't. Are we championship champions?
Well, heartbreaking for players.
And
They
won.
just fell short.
But it
Maybe
doesn't
they've got
matter.
to them.
We are automatically promoted into the championship.
Oh, he's gone for
We
goal.
get the job done. We are in the Premier League for next season. Fulham somehow scraped the win against Sheffield United. They'll go ahead and win the league. But we'll come in second with 100 points, which is absolutely criminal to even think about. We were the better team. We just couldn't. If we would have beat them that game in December, it would have been, we would be champions at the moment. We escaped the Bournemouth coming in the end of that last couple of months. We finished it in second. We are champions. We are Premier League bound. Top goal scorer for our league. We go ahead and score 37 with Hoffman, 17 assists, 25 goals with Fagan, 10 assists. He completes his objective. Hoffman completes his objective. We obviously didn't lose 13 home games. We have, what, 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 out of 10. So we failed that one. We complete the 100 for 100, and then we failed the FA Cup. We are Premier League bound. Who are we going up with? Well, obviously, I mean, who's coming down? Who are we replacing, I should say, in the Premier League? Spurs win the league. We are replacing Brentford, Norwich, and Burnley. They'll be coming down to the championship. And despite being the FA Cup final, Crystal Palace... Actually, this isn't over yet. This is not over yet. Well, as far as Burnley and Norwich, they're over. But either Brentford or Crystal Palace should be coming down as well. But Crystal Palace do have a game in hand, despite them being FA Cup final. I will see y'all for next episode where we are in the Premier League. We will have an exciting transfer window. We will have an exciting youth academy players. Maybe selling Hoffman in the future if a big clubs come for him. We'll see what happens. But until then, leave a like, subscribe, and peace out.